Okay, so just when I thought that maybe Ruth wasn't going to be our actual Doctor, we get some information from the man, the myth, the monster, no, I'm just kidding, Chris Chibnall himself. So with that said, let's get into the video. So as that little introduction suggested, we have had an official statement from Chris Chibnall, not only about Ruth's Doctor, but also about Captain Jack Harkness's future in Doctor Who Series 12. Specifically, that there won't be a future for Captain Jack in Doctor Who Series 12. Now, I'm reading the statement from a Twitter post from WhoSpace, who I believe is some kind of Doctor Who news Twitter page. And they state, quoting Chibnall, "You won't see Jack again this series. I can categorically tell you that. But who knows when he might pop up again. We love Captain Jack. We love John Barrowman." So that basically does confirm that that Captain Jack, I don't know why I said Chris Chibnall, I think it's because I was thinking about Chris Chibnall. Captain Jack is not coming back for the entirety of Series 12, which makes me kind of upset because I thought, okay, he wasn't in it a lot this episode, but that must mean that they're saving him for the finale or something, but nope, he's not going to be in Series 12. That doesn't mean that he might not be in a special, however, because Chibnall doesn't really call Resolution a Series 11, episode, even though it is. The other bit of news that is more important, and perhaps a bit more distressing for myself personally, is this bit. The most important thing to say is that she is the Doctor. She is definitely the Doctor, in reference to Jo Martin. There's not a parallel universe going on. There's no tricks. Jo Martin is the Doctor. That's why we gave her the credit at the end, which all the new Doctors have the first time you see them. Now, as you know, the idea that Ruth is a pre-Hartnell Doctor is an idea that I flat out reject. If they go through with that, then I'm not going to be happy. And this just furthers the idea that that's the case, because he's taken the alternate universe idea off the table. It is now confirmed that she's not from another parallel universe or another universe. She is the Doctor that we see in the TV show. So it's now just a case of where does she fall in the timeline, essentially. And I'm really, really worried they're going to say she's pre-Hartnell. I've said this before, I'll say it again, I think that that is a terrible idea and would make no sense. Answer me this: if the first Doctor wasn't the first Doctor, then why would he refer to himself as the original in the Five Doctors?
Who might you be?
I might be any number of things, young lady. As it happens, I am the Doctor. The original, you might say.
Second question: if the Doctor had been a black woman prior to his first incarnation, or what we see as his first incarnation, why would he be sexist in Twice Upon a Time?
Really, doesn't she?
Yeah. If you like, ladies made of glass.
Well, aren't all ladies made of glass, in a way?
There's just too many plot holes and too many things that don't add up for this to make sense for me. Also, it just feels disrespectful to Hartnell, to me, personally. And I know some people say, would it really be that bad? Would it really make much of a difference? It's like, yeah, it would. That title, to me, is something that William Hartnell treasured, and it was something that he was proud to be. So to take that away from him, I think is just disrespectful. But that's just my opinion. As for the Captain Jack thing, I'm a bit upset about that as well, because obviously they had him for such a brief time. We didn't even get to see him interact with the Doctor. He was clearly just there to prop up the episode with a bit of fan service, let's be honest. That's all he was really there for. It could have been any character that told the Doctor and her companions about the Cybermen, but obviously they got Captain Jack back because it's a nice bit of fan service, and it also reminds the audience of, you know, the good times with Russell T Davies. So yeah, and that's probably why as well the Jadine episode saw a boost in ratings when compared to Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror. I can never say that all the way through, but I did it that time. Go me. because obviously it's bringing back returning villains. It brought back the Jadoon, and it brought back a different incarnation of the Doctor, as well as Captain Jack. So it was probably one of the biggest, like, mid-series episodes we've ever had. So I was not surprised to see an increase in ratings, even if it was minute, essentially. And I don't believe that that'll maintain for Praxeus, because I'm going to be honest, that looks really boring. But I guess I'll judge that one more when we get to it. But closing thoughts, the Captain Jack thing irked me a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. He might be in the special, and they might just not call it Series 12. As for Joe Martin not being from a parallel universe and being the Doctor, as in our Doctor, that concerns me a little bit. Because, as I've said before, I don't think it makes sense for her to be pre-Hartnell. It just doesn't add up. Why would we see Hartnell being the one to take the TARDIS if he wasn't the first? It just raises too many questions. It's bad enough when Moffat started playing around with the lore by saying that, oh, Clara was there the whole time. I don't need another instance of this where it's like a huge thing that can't be retconned. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on this. A bit of a shorter video today, but I don't really have anything else to say on this. It just concerns me. And also, as I said before, the Captain Jack thing basically just proves that it was just a bit of fan service, essentially, and that's all it was there to be. That was all it's meant to be. So, I mean, I guess it was fun seeing him again. He looked like he was having fun, but it was obviously just there to mask the fact that, other than that, the episode wasn't that great. I've seen a lot of people praising it on Twitter, saying how fantastic it is. I honestly don't think it's that great. It's not original, really, anyway. The Jadoon are doing the same things that they did in Smith and Jones about 10 years ago. In fact, more than that. It's about 13 years ago now. Good God, I feel old. Yeah, I just don't think that episode was that good. Still an improvement over things like Orphan 55, but then again, I feel like literally showing a picture of Turd on the screen for an hour would probably have been an improvement over Orphan 55. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this news, whether you think that Captain Jack not coming back is good. I can't think why you would think that, but if you do, hey, I'm not going to stop you. Whether you think that he was just there for a cheap bit of fan service, which he obviously, to me, obviously was, but obviously if your opinion differs, that's totally fine. And what you think about the Ruth Doctor, as she's nicknamed, because we don't know what incarnation she is. If she is any incarnation, it's still up in the air what she is. So whether you think that the Ruth Doctor, if her being pre-Hartnell is a good idea, a bad idea, I personally think it's a horrible idea, and it would ruin the show for me personally. That would be where I draw the line and stopped watching. This series would be the last one I watched if they do that. I will just do what people like Wingy Media do, and Josh Schneers, and just cover classic Who stuff and older New Who stuff from then on out. Maybe Big Finish as well, because I just can't bear the thought that they're going to strip that title away from a man who's dead and can't do anything about them doing it. It just feels incredibly disrespectful to me. So yeah, but if your opinion differs on that, then let me know. I'm open to different ideas, of course I am. You know, I like to see what you guys think as well, you know, because at the end of the day, my opinion isn't the be all and end all. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out the Discord server and the Twitter page, which I plugged last episode, and I'm going to try and do that every episode. I don't know why I keep calling them episodes. They're just videos. There's no structure to these. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you. Also, just saying, if Moffat brought back all the things that Chibnall was bringing back, then everyone would be like, oh, get some new ideas, be more original. But because Chibnall's doing it, we're all supposed to clap our hands and go, yay, new villains, isn't it fantastic? Okay, just wanted to get that bit in there because I forgot to say it in the video, so this is just an extra recording. Okay, bye! Have you been craving some high quality merch that doesn't have She Who Shall Not Be Named on the cover? Are you struggling to get a gift for a family member or relative after they seem to have everything after Christmas? Well, fear not, as I have the perfect solution. Introducing Thary's merch! Not only is this merch high quality and affordable, but if you purchase it you'd also be helping me, which means a lot. But I didn't stop at just shirts, oh no. On the Thary's merch store you can get notepads, hoodies, mugs, and more. Just visit the link in the description below, and on screen now. Because hey, every penny you spend in the TARDIS merch store is a penny that the BBC won't see. And I think that that's something we should all be proud of.
Oh, look down there, you got a little shop. I like a little shop.
Never mind that.